St. Joseph's University is a Jesuit university at the heart of Bengaluru, the Silicon City of India. Established in 1882 by Paris Foreign Mission Fathers, the management of the college was handed over to the Jesuit Order Society of Jesus in 1937. The college received its university status on 2nd July 2022 and was inaugurated as India's first public-private partnership university by the Honorable President of India, Shrimati Draupadi Murmu on 27 September 2022. Today the university celebrated its second annual convocation at the university campus. Sri Thawar Chand Gehlot, Honorable Governor of Karnataka, was presided over the convocation and other dignitaries were present on the occasion.
143-year history of our institution as we proudly confer degrees upon our inaugural cohort of undergraduate scholars and our second distinguished group of postgraduate graduates, each having demonstrated extraordinary perseverance and intellectual rigor. Today, we also commemorate the third anniversary of St. Joseph's University's inception as a pioneering public-private partnership university, an unprecedented milestone that not only distinguishes us as the third Jesuit university in India, but also as the very first in the southern region. This unique positioning reaffirms our unwavering commitment to academic excellence, social concern, and holistic formation. As we embark upon this ceremonial rite of passage, I extend my heartfelt salutations to our eminent guests, whose esteemed presence elevates this convocation ceremony.
We are looking at education not just as a career, but a preparation for life, and life in a very changing world. There are 4 outcomes we would like to see in our students: adaptability and resilience, societal impact, how does an individual's thought and action impact society, sense of purpose, why do we do what we do, and finally a sense of ethics. I think these are the learning outcomes that Jesuit higher education has always talked about, and St. Joseph's University in particular. Our approach to Jesuit higher education is holistic, transformative, and deeply rooted in a rich tradition of intellectual inquiry, spiritual growth, and social engagement. By embracing these principles, we seek to educate leaders who are not only academically proficient, but also ethically grounded, socially responsible, and committed to making a positive impact in the country and in the world. Looking at the education sphere in our world and in our country, the paradox is striking. As societies become more educated, people become more isolated and exclusive. A world that once celebrated shared space now struggles with 2 people coexisting peacefully. Social bonds are thinning, and loneliness on the one hand and hate and violence on the other has grown into a global epidemic with wars and tariff wars raging.
Of course, the parents and the guardians who have stood by you in seeing you get here and receive the degrees. Kudos to all of them. You know, I'm really nostalgic. As the Chancellor mentioned, I couldn't fathom that I would be here as the chief guest in the city that I grew up, in a place that I had admiration for, St. Joseph College in Bangalore. I studied in Chintamani, as the Chancellor mentioned. I studied in a college named Anjaneya Municipal First Grade College, who's basically grandfather of our Minister for Higher Education of Karnataka, Dr. Sudhakar. I couldn't believe when he said that he also comes from Chintamani. And the Chancellor said, the world is small, indeed. And with that excitement, and I forgot actually what I should be talking to you guys on this day of graduation. So let me revert to my days as a student in 1980s. And I said this, I studied in Chintamani, and I would hear about some of the good colleges in Bangalore.
Medal winners for the great achievement. With the help of the proud support from the parents and as well as the mentors, the high quality faculty members of this 143-year-old institution which has turned out to be a university. So when we were about to receive His Excellency Governor, then we had a conversation and it zeroed down to the institution which my grandfather started way back in 1960s. A first of its kind, a municipality coming forward to start a degree college, first of its kind in the state of Karnataka. And now he is heading one of a premier institution, heading as a director in Thiruvananthapuram. So he is a right example for all of you. We have a lot of opportunities before us. Opportunities don't come to our doorsteps. We need to run behind the opportunities, make the best possible chances and trace and see how best we can progress in this competitive world. As he was mentioning about various successful personalities who have achieved from nothing and now they are the big names and what we all look upon, there are many success stories like that before us. All the graduates who are here should always try to believe in yourself. The belief what you have, there might be certain failures before you, but don't get dejected with the failures. The early failures will make you much stronger mentally and physically as well.
बेंगलोर शहर देश के अनेक विश्वस्तरीय शैक्षणिक एवं अनुसंधान संस्थानों का केंद्र है। इस कारण से बेंगलोर को एजुकेशन हब के रूप में भी जाना जाता है। बेंगलोर को एजुकेशन हब बनाने में जेसुइट की संस्थानों का महत्वपूर्ण योगदान है। जेसुइट की संस्थाएं शिक्षा को कौशल और नैतिक मूल्यों से जोड़कर एक नया भारत, श्रेष्ठ भारत बनाने की सोच की दिशा में कार्य कर रही है। मैं चांसलर फादर डायसोनियस बाज एवं उनकी टीम को बधाई देता हूं, जिनके दूरदर्शी नेतृत्व एवं शैक्षिक उत्कृष्टता और नवाचार के प्रति प्रतिबद्धता ने विश्वविद्यालय की प्रगति में महत्वपूर्ण भूमिका निभाई है। इस दीक्षांत समारोह में डिग्री प्राप्त करने वाले सभी छात्र छात्राओं को हार्दिक बधाई एवं शुभकामनाएं देता हूं और आपके उज्जवल भविष्य की कामना करता हूं। आपने कड़ी मेहनत, अनुशासन और समर्पण से यह डिग्री हासिल की है। आज आप डिग्री प्राप्त करने के साथ साथ समाज और राष्ट्र की सेवा के लिए नई जिम्मेदारी के साथ आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। आज का यह विशेष दिन आपके जीवन में सबसे अनमोल क्षणों में से एक है। यह आपके परिश्रम और समर्पण के उत्सव के साथ साथ आपके सपनों के उड़ान भरने की शुरुआत भी है। अब आप शिक्षा के पद से अनुभव लेकर कर्म के पद पर आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। शिक्षा कभी व्यर्थ नहीं जाती। शिक्षा हमेशा उपयोगी सिद्ध होती है। शिक्षा कभी चोरी नहीं होती। जितना आप उसका प्रचार प्रसार करते हैं उतना ही आपको कंठस्थ याद होता है, और जितना आप उसका प्रचार करते हैं जीवन में सदुपयोग करते हुए उससे लाभान्वित होते हैं। इसलिए आप इस दिशा में कारगर कदम उठाते रहें, ऐसा मेरा अनुरोध है। शिक्षा जीवन का सबसे बड़ा उपहार है। हमें रोजगार के साथ साथ नैतिकता, सहानुभूति और सामाजिक उत्तरदायित्व की भावना की प्रदान करती है। शिक्षा एक सतत यात्रा है जो व्यक्ति के जीवन को नए विचारों, ज्ञान और संभावनाओं से भर देती है। आपके भीतर ज्ञान की शक्ति है। यह शक्ति तभी सार्थक होगी जब आप इसे समाज की भलाई और मानवता की प्रगति में लगाएंगे। महात्मा गांधी जी ने कहा था, स्वयं को पाने का सबसे श्रेष्ठ मार्ग है दूसरों की सेवा करना। भारतीय संस्कृति हमें सिखाती है, विद्या ददाति विनयम विनयाद यात्री पात्रताम, अर्थात शिक्षा विनम्रता देती है और विनम्रता से व्यक्तित्व बनता है, व्यक्ति योग्य बनता है। अपने जीवन में सतत सीखने और सतत सेवा का भाव बनाए रखे, इसकी आवश्यकता है। आप आज ऐसे युग में प्रवेश कर रहे हैं जो अवसरों से भरा है, लेकिन चुनौतियां भी है। विज्ञान और प्रौद्योगिकी में से हो रहे तीव्र बदलाव, कृत्रिम बुद्धिमत्ता का प्रभाव, पर्यावरणीय संकट और वैश्विक प्रतिस्पर्धा, इन सब के बीच आपसे अपेक्षा है कि आप सफल पेशेवर के साथ सजग नागरिक भी बने।
I'm Jain Murthy. I got my bachelor's degree from Chintamani, and later I moved to Bangalore. That was in the year 1986. 86 to 88, I pursued my master's degree at the Central College, Bangalore. And even when I was a student that time, I had heard a lot about St. Joseph College, which has now become university, right? It's a, it has that great history. And of course, later I went to pursue my PhD at the Indian Institute of Science. Even when I was in Indian Institute of Science, and I used to run into a lot of people from St. Joseph College who would come to Indian Institute of Science for literature and things like that. They would meet us for some help, and these were all basically those who were pursuing PhD. So this means this particular college or university has had a long tradition of doing research. I think they do a very good job. I believe that the graduates that emerge from this institution are very competent. Yeah, when I moved as a director of ISA Thiruvananthapuram, where presently I am the director, I had one boy from St. Joseph College who joined for integrated PhD. This was really superb guy, right? And I could then understand that this particular college still is maintaining high standards in imparting education. And of course, he midway through got out with a master's degree, MS degree, and then went to pursue PhD in Germany. And recently we had one girl student from chemistry department who came to ISA Thiruvananthapuram, did a project in my laboratory. Now she is a PhD student in the University of Rochester. I was pleasantly thrilled to be invited as a chief guest of this, of this second convocation of this particular university. And I immediately accepted the invitation because it brings me to the city where I received my education. And I was really privileged today morning to meet a lot of people. In fact, most heartening was having a chat with the Minister for Higher Education of Karnataka, Dr. Sudhakar, who happened to be the person, I mean the family which created the college where I received my bachelor's degree. That was amazing, right? And I think the way the convocation was conducted was superb. I think it typically reflected a very high standard. And I believe even the graduates that emerged from this college are quite competent. And I'm sure in the years to come, this university will emerge as one of the finest ones in the city, in Karnataka, and in the country as a whole. I wish that it really kind of maintains the kind of reputation that it had as a college, but as a university in the years to come.
I am Father Victor Lobo, Vice Chancellor of St. Joseph's University, Bangalore. We were a college for 140 years, and as a college, it was ranking first in the country. In NAC, we got 3.79 CGPA out of 4. It was the highest in the country. It was College of Excellence, DPT Star College, and DST Fist College. Because of this, the Ministry of Human Resource Development, Government of India, upgraded the college into a university under RUSA. And this is the first of its kind university in the country, public-private partnership university, inaugurated by the Honorable President of India on the 27th of September 2022. And this is the third anniversary of the university. I am very happy that nearly 3,000 students got their graduation degrees today. And they're committed. We are giving the knowledge to the next generation of students and preparing the next generation for this country and the world. Therefore, many of them are settling across the country and all the world. In fact, our students are doing very well. I congratulate them and I wish all the best for their future. And I see together we'll lift up this country through education, skilling, and really make this country great.